Hello and welcome to NBA Talk with Jordan Valdez. First things first, we got today's matchups, and our first matchup is Josh Smith versus David Lee. Josh Smith, the starting power forward for the Atlanta Hawks. He can also play small forward. He's 6'9". He's a great dunker, a great shot blocker. He hasn't made the All-Star game in his entire career. He's won a slam dunk championship. He's just a pretty good all-around player. He shoots a little bit too many outside shots that he shouldn't be taking, but he's a great defender, and he's a really good dunker too. Now David Lee, he's the starting power forward for the Golden State Warriors. He can also play center. He actually played with He was an All-Star with New York in the 2009-2010 season. Then he went to Golden State, and he was kind of part of their big three of Stephon Curry, Monte Ellis, and him. And they didn't make the playoffs, but I think under their new coach Mark Jackson, they will. I'm gonna give this matchup to David Lee. I think that he's a little bit better. He's been an All-Star. He's just a very good player. Our next matchup is Jeff Green versus Jared Dudley. Jeff Green, backup small forward, power forward for the Boston Celtics. He was traded in the Kendrick Perkins trade from Oklahoma City to Boston. He started at power forward for Oklahoma City. He actually started off his career in Boston, then was traded to the Seattle SuperSonics, who then moved to OKC, and then he was traded to Boston, back to Boston. Um, he's one of their best bench players, in my opinion. Boston had this season, in the 2010-2011 season, they had the best bench in the NBA, but he's just a really good player. He can shoot pretty well. He can get inside pretty well. He's just a very good player. Now, Jared Dudley, he's the starting shooting guard for the Phoenix Suns. He can also play small forward and power forward. As you can tell, a very well-rounded player, being able to play three positions. He actually, Vince Carter was starting for Phoenix, but then Vince Carter went in a bit of a slump, and Alvin Gentry opted to start Jared Dudley instead. Jared Dudley, he's just a pretty good shooter. He's can get inside. He's a little bit undersized when he's playing power forward. He's only 6'7". But there are other people who do it. DeJuan Blair, he's a power forward center. He's 6'7". So Jared Dudley, he does find himself able to play three positions. He is very versatile. I'm going to give this matchup to him. He really earned his starting position for Phoenix. And he took over for Vince Carter, who's been a great dunker back when he was with Toronto. He was amazing. When he was with the Nets, he was very good. To start over him at shooting guard, that's a pretty big thing for Jared Dudley to be doing. Now let's get to NBA headlines. The Chicago Bulls head coach Tom Thibodeau underwent surgery on his right knee. Thank you for watching NBA Talk with Jordan Valdez, and I will see you next time.